Hold on.
Um,
Go for it.
all right.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
so we kind of started this Olympiada, me and my best friend. Um, I was 24, I think, and I had just finished playing professional baseball, and my one of my buddies was here in Vegas. Was like, hey, if you whenever you're finished, just come out and we'll we'll do some stuff out here in Vegas. We'll make some money. So we're big into sales on online sales. So we were selling a bunch of stuff like phone cases that we made and stuff like that. And we made a lot of money. So we ended up starting our own thing. So we started a fitness brand. I was doing CrossFit just because I was still competitive when I was done playing baseball. So we kind of came up with this Olympiada. So it means Olympics in I think in Greek or Latin as well. So kind of ran with it. And then so I make literally everything. So I got into competitive weightlifting. That's kind of how I cross market my brand. So I make lifting straps, knee sleeves, belts, every type of belt, shit, everything. So
Big man.
yeah, I try to be stronger than everybody, or at least a top tier athlete in weightlifting. So it kind of, it helps credibility with the brand. You know what I mean? So it's just not some random guy who doesn't know how to lift.
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
It just like it pushes the
sell the
brand, right?
product.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, you got to think about it, like you're not going to trust someone who doesn't know what they're doing, but they sell it. So we started online and stuff like that. And then I just started posting videos and doing a bunch of stuff. And I would go to gyms. I'd do a little demo. So that's kind of how I started bringing in like more organic traffic.
Mm.
I would go to gyms and I would say, hey, man, can I do a drop in and just lift at your gym? Do my own thing on the side. And I would just max out. And all the members would be like, yo, what the hell is this guy? And I'd have a pop-up shop. I'd have a table and I have all my stuff just there. And they're like, yeah, who are you? And I'm like, oh, just someone just wanted to come in and lift. I sell my stuff. This is my brand. And it's just like automatic. They'd come in. They'd be like, okay, well, this guy's freaking strong. What do you got? So then next, I'm just selling a bunch of stuff. And, I give the gym owner a little kickback, 10% of whatever I sell.
Mm.
So I would do that here in Vegas. I'd jump into different gyms, whether CrossFit gyms, personal training gyms. I just go in and start lifting and just kind of cut a deal with the owner and then just start selling to their members. And then it just kind of caught on and shit, I'm all over the place now.
Mate,
So it's just,
that's a fucking great idea, man. Like weightlifting is one of those things that it looks so fucking cool, especially when there's just like plates slapped on the bar, you know what I mean? And someone's just picking it up and throwing it above their head. So everyone's usually just been like, oh my God, what is this? It must be
yeah,
in the
they don't
belt.
know. They don't know. They just, and then they call you a power lifter. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
oh, I don't power lift.
yeah, yeah. I don't bench.
It's honestly been a ride, man. And there's a there's a store here called Vegas Discount Nutrition. So I'm in 8 of their stores here in Vegas, and
Oh man.
then I got into they're franchising, so they're opening more stores every other month in different cities. So I got into the one in Miami, and then they're opening another one there that I'm gonna be in, and then hopefully 4 more in Phoenix. I'm supposed to close that deal pretty soon, and
Fuck,
then
man.
and Colorado, Hawaii, and so on and so forth. So any kind of we're like the brand that wants to be in supplement stores, because if you go
Mm,
to a supplement store, you don't really see very many like a GNC. You don't see fitness equipment in there,
mm,
but it's the best place for it.
mm.
Because people go in there to get stuff for the gym. So the market for it's perfect. The margins are perfect for any supplement owner that wants to put equipment in there. It's perfect.
Tapping the
So,
market, man.
dude, seriously. So we've been working on that, and Discount Nutrition gave us a shot, and dude, we're outselling so many other brands. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it works out. We
Fuck,
just got
man.
enough time and we're just running and selling stuff. And it's kind of cool because I go to a fucking global gym here. I go to a EOS Fitness.
Mm.
And I'll just randomly come across to someone just wearing my wrist wraps. And he's just like benching. And
Fuck.
I'll go and I'll ask and I'll just be like, hey, man, where'd you get those? I ordered them on Amazon or on the website. Oh, those are cool, man. I like them. He's like, oh, yeah, thanks, man. And then I'll just go about my day and I won't even tell him who I am. And then I started doing some stuff. I need to record it where I just take some of my equipment and then the first person I see at a gym that's wearing my stuff, I'll give them something for free. Mm. So I'm starting to do that here and there every once in a while. I'll go to like an EOS gym. If I see a guy wearing my powerlifting belt, I'll just go and give them something. Done that a few times and it's kind of cool.
That shit will blow up, man.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there, and I've actually sold some stuff to the UK too. I've
Fuck,
had some
man.
people
It's cool, man.
and New Zealand.
Wow.
Yeah, but very rare just because the fucking shipping is like $18. Doesn't make any sense for them to
Mate, the
buy something,
fucking
but the shipping's more expensive than the
shipping
actual
over here
cost.
is ridiculous, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, whether it's gonna take you 4 to 6 weeks for it to get here, and it's gonna cost you only $10, and you're like, okay, cool, it's gonna cost me $10 shipping, but it's gonna be a month and a half, or you're gonna get it in 2 weeks' time, but it's literally double the price of the fucking item, and you're like, come on, man, like.
what's the cost for stuff out there in New Zealand?
Well, they've got monopolies, man, haven't they?
Oh,
So
really?
like, because we're like, I didn't know how far it was from Australia. It takes fucking 4 hours to get to Australia on a plane.
Oh, that's pretty far.
And you're like, if I went 4 hours in a plane from the UK, I could get to like bloody Turkey or Greece. You know what I mean? I could go all the way to like the fucking borders of like Asia, Eastern Europe type stuff. But here it's so far, so they can jack the price up, and you've got no other option. You've got to pay it.
Yeah, damn, that sucks.
I don't
Well,
I don't think it'll be like that for long though.
New Zealand is a very enclosed place, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I got one of my friends from Vegas. Funny story, I actually tell you. When I first moved to Vegas, I needed to go do CrossFit somewhere, and I went to this gym called City Athletic Club. It's closed down now, but it was like just a gym, and then on the backside they had like a little separate CrossFit area. So I got a day pass, and then I realized their back door was always open.
Hmm.
So I didn't pay a membership for like 2 months, and I just go to the back and just go lift. And everybody thought I was a member. And then there's this guy, I can't remember his name. God, but anyway, we're friends, and he lives in New Zealand now. Well, I think that's kind of where he's from, actually. And he was living out here. He was the head coach.
Wow.
And I was pretty strong. Like I was lifting some heavy weight, and he's like, hey man, what do you do? And I'm just like, no, I lift, I do CrossFit and stuff. He's like, you want to be a coach? And I was like, sure. So I started coaching and I had my everything waived. So I never paid a membership at all since I've been there for the time being. So that's kind of a cool story, but him and his wife moved back to New Zealand. So he has like, I think a personal training gym or at his house, I think over there.
I wonder who it
I'm
is,
not,
man. I know there's like
I'm,
fucking 5 million people here, but the fitness industry is so small here, man. Like everyone knows
yeah.
everyone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite bands is actually from New Zealand.
Oh wow, what are they?
Yeah, Catch a Fire.
Nice.
They're a reggae band.
Mm. They
They're probably the most famous reggae band in New Zealand.
yeah, they love their reggae over here.
Mm-hmm.
Reggae
All the
or like
all the
house
key.
or DMB and all that type of shit.
Yeah. I just do reggae, man. That's pretty much it. I
Yeah.
mean, I listen to everything, but reggae is just like my go-to thing because I play music
Mm.
and I'm always jamming, playing reggae music.
Do you lift the reggae?
Fuck, I lift it. Yeah, actually I do. I get pumped up. I'm a musician, man. So like the types of sounds and different like reggae songs, it hits different for me, For other
Mm,
people, it might make them feel mellowed out.
mm.
But since I actually play that music and I sing, it pumps me up.
Sick, man. What do you, is it a solo act or is it like in a band or
What do you mean,
yeah,
me in
you
general?
man.
No,
Yeah.
I just jam. My whole family plays.
Ah, sick.
We're all musicians and stuff. So whenever I go home, we jam out and with the family, we play, we sing and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
music
I
is a big thing
relate
in
to
my
that
life.
shit, man. Like not musically and that, but I relate to words. You know, if a song's got
Sure.
some fucking hard hitting verses and some words, like yeah, that'll fuck me up, and I'll be all about it. You know what I mean? So I get
Yeah,
that, man.
yeah, hell yeah. I think in the music industry, like lyrically, everything's kind of watered down now.
Mhm.
Music is
Mhm.
not very good anymore. It's very manipulated, and everyone's trying to be the same as everybody else, and
Yep.
no originality. So yeah,
Yeah, I
music's
agree.
weird.
It's a fucking hard industry to break out
Hmm.
into though, you know, because they've all got, like you said, everyone's trying to be the same as each other and kind of crack the code to make a viral song or whatever.
Hmm.
And it's fucking hard. It's hard to like
Yeah,
produce original
you know,
stuff.
like Las Vegas is like the entertainment mecca of like the country. Besides maybe New York, but like entertainment wise, that's Las Vegas.
Mhm.
But there's no original artists, like good enough artists that come out of Las Vegas.
Shit.
It's weird. Yeah, there's no floodgate here of an ability to get a up incoming musician or singer, to make it. A lot of the musicians here in Las Vegas, they sell out and they need to make money, so they start becoming like
Yeah.
tribute bands in Vegas,
Yeah.
and they hate their life. They're just stuck playing someone else's music their whole life, and they can't break out of that, um, that shell, like you said, like that way of getting your foot in the door and actually making a career out of your music.
Mm. That's a
Weird. You
diff
would think a lot of things would come out of Vegas, but
Yeah, man, as you like kind of look at it as an outsider, you would think that too, but that's the difference between like making music for yourself and making music to make money, right? And like if you're fucking
yeah,
chasing those dollars, like you're gonna have to go down any rabbit hole that the dollars go down, and unfortunately that means being like everybody else.
yep, yep. That's how it goes, man. But yeah, my roommate's since he's a music producer and engineer, um, he's trying to make a floodgate here where he can actually help up and coming musicians and like make their music good because he's
Sick.
a super talented music producer. He's worked with very very famous people, and
Mm.
he's done some music for like Cirque du Soleil,
Wow.
like original pieces for like their shows.
Mm.
Pretty wild, man. Yeah, it's
That's
my
crazy, man.
yeah. He was a Sam is my roommate, so he played baseball with me in college.
Wow.
So I went pro. He was going to sign a professional contract with this team called the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he didn't get that chance. But we always did music. We used to jam all the time, and he's like, "Well, I'm going to go to music school after baseball, after college," and then, boom, the dude's a freak, man. He's so good at music. He
These hit
can make
these hidden talents, man, are fucking fascinating. You know, like you scratch below the surface of someone, and they can do things that you'd never even think of before.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I like to I like to dabble in a lot of different things too, man. So I like to try to be a person that's useful and
Hmm.
like have a bigger skill set, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
it's good to master one thing too, but it's good to be versatile as well, as a human.
Yeah, man. And you got more opportunity to make money, man.
Yeah, of course. And
You
the more relationships you build, the more value you get to bring into your life. And the next money will always be there, but relationships is probably the biggest way to make a lot of money.
yeah, because they open doors.
They do. You just never know.
100%, man.
Never fucking know.
The moral of that story is don't be a cunt.
Exactly.
Yeah, or try not to be.
Yep.
Innit, man? What's the goal with the Olympiada? Would you wanna take it, man?
Well, I'm gonna introduce you to this fucking pizza guy real quick.
Oh, what a guy! This is gonna be the first one of someone's ordering a pizza on the podcast, and I'm actually super fucking excited. I wish there was like some sort of teleporting so I could fucking.
How you doing? You're on a podcast. I want to say hi to everybody. Hello, everybody. Hey,
what's up, bro?
There you go. Have a good one, man. Thank you.
What a guy. I wish I could nab a slice.
Yeah, it's this place called Papa John's. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah. We got that in a couple stars. We got that in the UK, but it's in the UK. Yeah, Papa John's in the UK. I've never actually fucking had it. Like,
oh, it's all right. It's not bad. They're just down the street from my house, so I was like, it'll come quick. So
that's dangerous.
Yeah. Just felt lazy, man. I didn't want to cook. I just said fuck it. Just order pizza.
It's a Sunday, man. That's what
I know.
It's
raining. It's super chill. I woke up this morning and I went shooting my bow because I'm a bow hunter and I hunt. So I take my little 3D deer right down the street. There's this because I live in the desert part of Las Vegas, like the outskirts. And there's a lot of hilltop land. So I can literally drive out and I'm in the desert and I can shoot my gun or shoot my bow. So I'll go out and I'll shoot for a couple hours and get my reps in, then I'll come back, do whatever else. But I'm getting ready for my next hunt here in next month.
Whereabouts are you going?
I hunt in Arizona, so we are hunting a type of whitetail deer. It's called a coos deer. They call them the gray ghost.
Wow.
Because they're really small, but they're the hardest deer to kill, to hunt. They're very skittish, very hard to spot on your binoculars and try to put a stock on it. So it's a definite challenge. So for me, I just dial in my shooting and I make sure I can shoot a decent distance. So if I get close to one, I can actually shoot them from at least maybe 70 yards or something. But it's fun getting out there in the mountains and stuff.
Definitely clears your head, right?
What's that?
Definitely clears your head getting out in nature.
It does. I love it just because you could develop a skill set, man, on how to survive out there. And a lot of times people don't know what that's like. We actually camp out there for the weekend. We drive out in the mountains. You learn how to stalk an animal and actually put them down, gut them, clean them out, quarter them out, cook them, how to cut this meat off, everything. So, and then in the process, actually being out there, you get to see a lot of crazy shit. Last year, we're out in Tucson, Arizona. That's usually where I go hunt. We're in the middle of the mountains and we catch 2 mountain lions.
Fuck.
Dude, they're literally the size of a lion. I don't know if you've ever seen a mountain lion in the desert. Those lions are no, man. It was crazy. So we're kind of just hanging out. I have my bow. I have an arrow just kind of knocked on. And I hear a cat scream. Like a cat, like a meow. But if you step on the cat, it does that really, really high-pitched scream. we started hearing that kind of like echo in the mountains, and it was super close, like at least somewhere 40 yards around us. We couldn't tell where it was. We thought it was a bobcat, but it was actually a mountain lion. So it's just constant screaming. We're like, dude, this is like bloody murder. What's going on? So we get close. We're in this little creek channel. And mind you, there's a predominant bush called a mesquite tree. We're just surrounded by it. So it's so much cover. You can't really see maybe 20, 30 yards in front of you. So we close in on this creek channel. And I shit you not, the male, they call him a tom. A male lion is a tom. Just throwing some terminology. But the tom was mounted on the female, and he was going to town on the female. And we're like, oh. And I was like, this is fucking insane. Never seen this shit in my life. And because we heard a roar in the middle of the scream. So right before we saw him mounted on her, like you felt that roar creep up your leg. Like it was that loud. It was scary. Because we were like, okay, dude, we're going into a den of two mountain lions. And then we ended up seeing the male, doing his business with the female. And then he got off of her and saw us, and we're like, holy shit. And mind you, we all have our guns. We always have guns, so just to make sure we're okay if we ever get into those type of situations. But 9 times out of 10, those type of animals, they don't know what a human is, because in the mountains, you very rarely will see a human. So they don't know what you are. So they're just as alerted as you are. So they're not aggressive. So the bad part about that is if you are too quiet, cats are curious.
Yep.
And if they spot you, they're going to fucking hunt you. So in that scenario, you have to make noise. So we started throwing rocks and like yelling at them. And then it got kind of creeped out, and then they scattered off. But just for your sake, if you're ever in the mountains and you see a mountain lion, they probably don't know what you are, but let them know you're there and they won't come get you.
It's fucking crazy, man. Like, we got no like native animals that's gonna kill you in the UK. You know what I mean? Like, we don't. There's like fucking a tiny, tiny snake in the south, but I'm from the north. It's too fucking cold for snakes to even live up there. So we got literally nothing, and like no natural disasters, no nothing. The only thing we got is like fucking torrential downpour rain, and then that can create mudslides and all that, and liquefaction and stuff. So technically through the rain, but other than that, nothing.
You guys don't have like down there or anything in the
Have
UK?
what?
There's no like hunting or anything like that over there?
Nah, so they had the fox hunting, which they banned, because basically fucking all the posh boys would go out on horseback and basically round them all up and set the dogs off on them. So the dogs would end up killing the foxes rather than the actual people, and then
So
they banned all that
they're
shit.
they're running down the population.
Yeah, man, and like it's fucking totally urbanized. There's hardly anybody wildlife anymore. Like you can go to like Scotland or maybe Wales, like North Wales, and then pop over to Ireland. Yeah, you're gonna have like fucking some wildlife and that, but England as a whole, like it's mainly just concrete now, man.
Damn. No, not out here, man. There's some crazy shit. We will do bear hunts, we do turkey hunts. So we'll hunt turkey. What else? Elk. I don't know if you ever seen an elk.
Yes.
They're like massive antlered. There's actually supposed to be a herding animal, kind of like a cow. Kind of think of a cow just with antlers, big ones. Yeah, but the hunting down here is pretty awesome. I mean, I just hunt in Arizona just because it's such a good place to hunt, and I enjoy it a lot.
It's also part of the culture, right?
Yeah, in a way, it has its own community,
Hmm.
the hunting community, but we all put our part in conservation for the animals.
Hmm.
So there's so much money that goes into it that we're able to go at least kill one deer a year.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's same here in New Zealand, right? Like there's fucking they got like wild boar and that, but other than that, there's no animal that's gonna kill you.
yeah. The
Um,
wild boars here, there's javelina in Arizona. Javelina is kind of like a rodent, but
hmm,
they're like a pig.
hmm.
So they're like a crossbreed from a pig and like a rodent. It's kind of weird, but there's a lot of those here in Arizona, and then I think too in Nevada as well. But if you go more to the east side, that's where you get like the big feral hogs that are massive,
They get heavy,
massive.
man.
They'll fucking kill you. But
Yeah, man.
there's no tags for those. You could just go out and shoot them
Wow.
because they're destroying everything. They're destroying population, like crops and stuff like that. So it's because whenever a female breeds, like a female breeds, they can have a litter up to like anywhere from 4 to 10, and
Fuck.
they can they can keep breeding. So it's wild, man. Those things are crazy.
Yeah,
But
man.
if you know
I'd love to
if you
see
know how to
what
cook,
I'd love to see what like North America would have been like untouched. Like no people around and just like wild. Like it would be fucking insane.
yeah. I mean, there is a lot of untouched land, man, still here. But I think the most kind of untouched areas like Utah.
Oh,
Yeah, if you go out to Utah, man, beautiful, beautiful land. They take care of their land pretty well over there, untouched. Crazy.
whereabouts is that placed? Like geographically in the country?
It's you got Nevada. It's
Yeah.
literally just above Nevada to the
Oh, okay.
to the. So
Okay.
it's Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and Utah. That's like all attached to bordered. They're all bordered to each other.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd love
Utah
to
is.
go, mate.
Yeah, man, you're missing out.
I'd love to.
I've been wanting to actually go to New Zealand, man. Just haven't found the time to.
Yeah, man, it takes fucking a
Yeah,
long time to get here, like
yeah,
a
you guys are
long
far as
time.
fuck. Yeah, you guys are far as hell.
Yeah, it took me 25 hours on a plane.
Why'd you move out there?
Better life, man.
Yeah,
Like fucking give myself an opportunity to kind of have a bit of life and then also open the door for like family members and mates who in my eyes are family members. Um so that's why I came out.
is it pretty easy living out there, or
Um uh yes
besides
and
like
no.
you
So
gotta have at least a job?
yeah, man. So like it's like on one hand, it's easy to get on the whole benefit scheme, right? And
Right.
the benefit is like they look after you, they give you a decent living, but that's not the way you want to go, right? So you
Yeah,
go
you
on
want to
the
work.
100%. So
You want to work.
yeah, man, you want to work for what's yours and build something that's yours, right? And that's it's as with every immigrant in every nation, there's going to have its challenges. Um, but at the same time, it's a country so isolated that if you bring an obscene work ethic, like it's gonna fucking work out anyway. Like
Right.
you've got zero competition. Like there's no one around. You know what I mean? If you're willing to just fucking like break yourself and work hard, like no one will match you doing that. And which is something that I've noticed. Like I don't know, the pace of the place is a lot slower just
Right.
because why would they need to fix something it's already so good, you know
Right.
which I can understand, But at the same time, it's like it's good. It's not great, and it could be even better than that. But why would
Right.
they? Why would they do anything about it? It's a strange one. It's a really strange one.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean, is it different than Australia? Like, how's Australia?
I've not been.
Never been.
Nah. Which is weird because it's like a stone's throw, but it's still like we said, 4 hours on the plane. I'd like to go. There's a lot more people there. Economy is better. You get paid better in Australia.
That's what I
Um,
heard.
yeah, like they do something like triple pay on bank holidays and something crazy like that. Yeah,
Damn.
it's crazy.
Damn.
But also like it's fucking roasting hot.
Over there,
Yeah, like
man,
it
it can't be worse than Arizona, man.
it basically is like a desert. Like the entire
Yeah,
island is a desert. Like nothing can live in the middle of the island because it's just so hot and dry. Like it doesn't make any sense that people live there.
yeah. I mean, we have right here outside of Vegas, we have Death Valley.
Oh nah,
Death Valley, like no one lives there. It's just a dry, dead land just before you get to California.
it blows my mind, man.
Yeah, the heat, man. I'm used to it. I'm way used to it. I can survive in the heat easy.
Nah, I'm the opposite. Like literally, you give me any cold, no problem. I got you. Like
Damn.
if it gets a little bit warm, like I'm dying.
Yeah, the cold does get me, but I mean, I think I'll be all right if I ever lived in the cold.
Mm.
I mean, I don't think I lived anywhere that was cold all year round. So
Mm.
don't
It's
really want to find out.
it's fascinating though, man. Like how the fucking body can adapt, like generationally and also just like as an individual from like living from cold to warm climates. Like you will end up fucking adapting and being okay with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but yeah, man. So far, it's a good Sunday.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna
What
have
are
to
you gonna
ask
do
you
for the rest
with
of
the
the
whole.
day?
I'm gonna have to ask you the whole weightlifting, man.
Yeah. So I couldn't go. We actually had nationals 2 weeks ago.
Oh, sick.
For I couldn't make it.
How come?
I had hurt my lower back, and
Fuck.
then it was getting better, but it was too late, you know. And then just the week of, you know, one of my family members had passed away, so it was like a definite no. So I couldn't go.
Mm,
But I was ranked fourth in the 102 class. Yeah, so I had a chance to podium.
fuck, man.
Yeah, yeah, I was snatching 150, clean and jerking 185, potential 190.
Oof.
Yeah,
Next
I
year.
know, man. I was throwing some next year, but they have another competition called Finals, American Open Finals,
Hmm.
and that's like the next kind of big event. But I mean, it doesn't beat national. Nationals is like that's the biggest event of the year.
Mm.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna take a bite of this.
Mate, get the pizza in you, man. I um I first saw you in the Hunger in the Wild comp.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm good
those
friends with Mario, and
fucking good
I
people,
mean,
man. Real good people, man.
how do you know him?
Oh,
Through the
just
training program?
nah, man. Just through like this stuff, fucking the
So
internet. It's a beautiful thing. Just connecting people that are clearly like-minded with all the algorithms and stuff. Like started following like Hunger in the Wild, like a decent while ago. Then got onto Carl, Red, Mario, and then yeah, just got
mm,
to started shooting the shit.
yeah, when I went, I stayed at Mario's place, and yeah, it was a good time. It was a really good time. Everyone there is super cool, nice,
Mm,
humble.
mm,
You know, everyone's very, very supportive, which is really cool to have a team like that.
mm.
But Red is actually going to be an up and coming kid, man. That kid is fucking strong.
I think there's only one place he's going to end up, man. You know what I mean? There's only one place, and I think the beautiful thing is he probably doesn't know how good he is.
He's got a chance for sure, and he's
Yeah.
young. I mean, he's 17 or 18.
Yeah, I think he's 18.
Mm-hmm. It's a fucking unit, man. He's a fucking freak. He's strong as shit.
What did he front squat the other week? Like 180 or something. He goes, "Oh, it's a PR," and it took him like 0.1 of a second to stand it up. I was like, "No, mate, that's
not true.
That's not."
Got way more in the tank. No, but Kyle's taking care of him really well. So
yeah,
he's making sure he's getting those gradual PRs as he goes, and not get too selfish, and just keep working on his technique. And because his strength, he already knows it's there, so there's no need to push it. So I think that's what Kyle's doing, is just pushing more of his technique. So when it's time to, put it in overdrive and shoot for a PR, he's going to do well. So
it's the way to do it, man. It's the way to do it.
They neglect the technique, man. And my technique is not even that good, but
I don't know, man. I like it clean. Like first and second pull of the clean, like it's real nice.
I'll do an early arm bend.
Yeah, but I mean, some people it works for,
Yeah, I like it because it gets that bar. Because I'm a hip cleaner.
Yeah,
I don't clean on the thighs.
Yeah.
So for me, it works good. But the thing I have a challenge with is my snatch. The snatch is tough for me.
Well, why is that mobility?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's just technique. Honestly, I don't know. Like I have really strong shoulders, so I mean, I think I can snatch balance like 170, 180.
Fuck.
But I mean, I should be snatching 160, 165. But I mean, that's where technique comes and stuff like that.
100%, yeah. It's just that monotonous movement, right? With just fucking reps and reps and reps, like you said, with fucking shooting the arrow, and it's exactly the same. And I'll coach people that have never lifted, before, and we're doing a little bit of weightlifting, a little bit of snatching the clean and jerk, or just fucking the clean, to be honest. And it's like, all right, Tim, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, it's hard. And I'm like, yeah, it's called Olympic weightlifting. Like, this is the only weight-based, like, fucking sport in the Olympics. Like, it's not going to be easy. You know what I mean?
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's a sport, and I think my strong suit in weightlifting is being competitive and actually showing out during competitions. Just from playing baseball and playing in front of thousands of people every day. It doesn't bother me to have like people in front of me just watching me lift. A lot of people get shooken up by that.
That's true.
And there could be really good weightlifters in training, and then they just shit the bed when it counts. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something that is a skill that you need to gain, is learning how to make your lifts when it counts in actual competitions. But I don't know, man. That comes with experience, that's for sure.
I think it helps playing sports as a kid. Like you're kind of forced in that kind of anxiety state. People are going to be watching you. You're playing sport, like you're going to have to figure it out on the fly. Adapt as things happen in front of you.
Yep.
And every person I've ever coached or ever competed against alongside or fucking in any sport, Like the best ones have always played sport as a kid.
Yeah, because they have body control, like body awareness, mechanics, or it's
Mm,
easy for them to figure things out.
mm.
And mentally they're prepared already to, to perform,
Mm.
just from doing it with other sports.
Yeah, I'm not saying like you can't do it. Having not done it as a kid, it just obviously aids you. And then you get those athletes that love the crowd, right? And will thrive off it and will be really invested in that and will be able to pull it out of the bag. And then you also get the athletes that love the crowd but are like super invested in themselves. So they stand on the platform or they're out on the fucking green or whatever, and they cannot hear or see anyone else.
Yeah.
That was usually
Mm-hmm.
me. Every time I was on the pitch playing rugby, like I would not be able to hear the crowd. Like, wouldn't be able to hear a single thing. It was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your type of focus.
Mm.
For me, I'm crazy, dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't. So like for me, I just say fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
Got to get the job done somehow. But for me, I like to have fun. So even in training, I'm the same way if I'm competing. Like, yeah, I'll get serious, but at the same time, I'm having a good time in my head.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
having fun. But like, I don't know. I talk to myself a lot in my head. I'm like, fuck you or fuck that bar. Or
Same.
I just get wild, dude. I get crazy.
Yeah, man.
But, I don't go overboard. You know what I mean? I'm pretty controlled. But as far as, training and in competitions, I'm the same. I'm just crazy.
Mm.
Have a good time. I like to chase the atmosphere too.
Mm. I mean, what was that? What was that fucking cleaner jerk where one of your arms slipped out of the front rack and you just bloody half zombie front squatted and just tried
Oh
to?
yeah, that was my third attempt.
Oh my
I
god.
went for 190 and I zombie cleaned 190. I would have jerked it, but that shit was fucking crazy. If I would have re-racked and made the jerk, I would have been on fucking ESPN or something. That shit would have been viral.
That shit was fucking crazy. That was crazy as enough as it is because you still stood it up like it was fucking butter. Like just one arm just popped out, just stood it up. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And managed to re-rack it and then it slipped. I was like, oh, damn it.
Yep. Before I was lifting, there was another guy who was competing in there, and he blew out his quad just before I went. So like everybody was kind of on edge after this guy like got injured on the platform, and we had to take him out, and carry him out. So like when they saw me zombie clean, they were like, "Holy fuck! Like something bad is gonna happen."
Mm.
But luckily nothing happened. But yeah, just before I went, some dude blew out his quad on the jerk.
On the jerk.
Yeah, he went for the dip. Right when he re-racked and dipped, his quad just popped, and then he just collapsed. Dude, it was crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah. Welcome to the jungle.
God damn.
Yeah,
That's
it was bad.
nasty.
I have video of it, but I can't show it
All right.
for
No,
respect to the
that
athlete.
yeah, 100%. But that that zombie clean will always get me, man.
Dude, that shit was crazy. I wanted to make that lift so bad. Yeah, but next time.
Would that have been a PR?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Massive PR.
what's your max clean?
190. And my best rack jerk is 197. 198, something like that. So
No
if I
way
would
is that.
have I would have jerked it for sure.
No way was that a PR clean or an equal to PR clean. Fucking
Well,
being able to
it would
stand
have
up
been
a bloody zombie.
it would have been a comp PR, that's for sure.
Mm. Mm. which is a
Yeah.
totally different story, right?
Mm-hmm. When it counts.
So,
Yeah, sure.
all right, man.
All right.
I'll let you. I'll let you enjoy your lazy Sunday, man.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for the call.
No, always.
Anytime you want to do another podcast, just let me know. I'll
I
be
can
here in
always, man.
Vegas.
I've got send me through some stuff for Olympiada. I might be able to pull some strings.
Cool. Yeah, I'll send you just a link or.
Yeah, man. Like I'll send you a message, see if I can help you out on this side of the world. Anyway, get it over here.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, man.
Get a supplement and
Yeah, man.
let it
Fuck.
let it freaking infect everybody.
Yeah, man. That's the way, man. One at a time, you
Hell
know.
yeah, one at a time.
That's it, lad. All right.
Cool.
Enjoy
All
your
right, bro.
Sunday.
All right, shoot.
Take it easy, man.